Dave was out there, DJC, and I think somebody else. Anyways, I get on there and they're talking. DJC, he's just joking around. He says, "Yeah, I hope Jack doesn't get that ticket, that general ticket." He's just joking around. And then IYE's like, "Oh yeah. It was IYE was out there." And then I pop on there and I said, "Well, Jack's a general in my book." And I don't know if I offended IYE or not, but he said, "Thanks for stirring the pot, EOW." And I said, I came back, "Oh, that's what I do best." And he gets back on, IYE clear. Everybody's a little temperamental. They don't have a good sense of humor, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't care. It's like, whatever, man. This is just radio. Don't take it too serious.
Yeah, that is, I've noticed that, man. People are just way too serious. I mean, you gotta be somewhat serious, but you gotta have a sense of humor too, man.
Okay, if you're listening to any radio station, pick your favorite radio station, right? I'm not out here for entertainment. I'm out here for, well, I am. Entertainment on my part. I'm talking to the guys I know and so forth. Guys and gals. But, if you're listening to your favorite radio station, who are you going to want to listen to? You're going to want to listen to somebody with no personable skills? Heck no. You're going to want to listen to Howard Stern, buddy. I'm not saying I'm Howard Stern or anything. I'm just saying I enjoyed coming out here and enjoying myself and chewing some fat. Not breaking any rules, but, it's just the way it is. I don't like boring radio. I'll turn it off.
Well, you're pretty close to Howard Stern in my book.
Baba booey. Fa flow high.
Blank a doodle doo.
Hey, you ever watch those videos on Beetlejuice?
Sometimes.
Oh, dude, that dude is funny. Oh, man, that dude is funny. Anyways, yeah, you know what? You're close to Howard Stern yourself.
Yep, and that's what I mentioned on the other machine, the tribal, that I might cross the line, but it won't be too far over, like Howard Stern, but I do like to keep it just at the level or a hair under, for entertainment purposes, because, I don't like a dry, fine business channel. I like a little bit of humor. I like to keep it a little wet, like a wet burrito. You can't choke down a dry one. You gotta have some sauce.
Exactly. I mean, I listen to some of these people, man. It's like, I know, and we're not even talking filthy or nothing. But some of these people, oh my gosh, you're melting the ears off me. I'm falling asleep over here. And you know what? Entertainment is, when you're driving, say you want to relax, so maybe you'll put on a little classical. But there might be times that later on you might be falling asleep. So what do you put on? You put on some electric guitar. Oh yeah. You want to hear something that rocks, There you go. K6 EOW. Some Slayer, man. Def Leppard. about. About those people driving. We're doing a public service here. And you know you're out there. You know you're in your car right now, driving down the freeway, enjoying this QSO, thinking, should I key up? Absolutely you should key up. And fill us in. You know, that's what it's about. Entertainment.
For sure. Yeah. Key up. Say something. Oh, sounds like I got company. Yep. Just heard a scooter pull up. I shall return. Hey, we'll catch up with you in a little bit, Jeremy. Hopefully you're out there, man. Always enjoy chatting with you. 7-3 KK6MGX.
Roger that, Odor. K6EOW.
KK6 IUF Tracy and Canyon Lake.
Well, there we go. There we have our first contestant. Tracy, how you doing, bud?
Just kind of battening down the hatches and making sure all the windows and doors are closed and anything that can blow away is secured.
Oh, I heard it's going to be pretty windy at about midnight as the storm comes in, and then it's just supposed to be a good downpour. Man, you're right about that. I got to start doing some of that myself.
Yeah, I noticed about an hour and a half ago it was starting to pick up and be kind of windy, and I started looking around outside just to make sure that everything was kind of secured as best as possible.
Hey, thanks for the reminder, man. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. And, you know, the way I procrastinate, I probably wait till it starts getting breezy and then go out there and get all soaked and wet and everything. Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Eastvale, just north of Norco.
Oh, you're right by Rahagas.
Yep, I was there yesterday. About literally 2 miles away.
You shooting sporting clays or rifles or pistols, or what are you shooting?
I do it all, but I've been reloading lately, so I've had to I had to test out some of the rounds I've been reloading, and coming out pretty good. I loaded up some 9mm, a little too light. It's not enough to action, move the action on the 9mm. So back to the drawing board on that. But the rifle stuff's good, man.
What are you feeding the ammo through as far as your 9mm?
Repeat that one more time. I'm sorry, I had the scanner on.
What are you shooting as far as your 9mm? What kind of gun?
Well, I have a Smith and a Beretta. The Beretta seems to be a little bit stiff, though, the spring. So I had some good ones, and then I had some light loads that just were too light. So I have to make sure that I measure the weight, make sure the weight is proper, because the volume, obviously, when I was doing the volume scooper thing, that just wasn't working out.
Yeah, the Beretta is a little finicky. It wants to shoot a little bit hotter.
Somebody else who doesn't have a signal.
I love sucking dick.
Uh-oh.
I love sucking dick. I love sucking dick. I love sucking dick.
Okay, Les, you heard. Oh, I know one thing. They keep blaming Pat for that ledge DVR to sure somebody Pat doing it, because this Pat doing Lord Diesel right there, so you can't be doing two things at the same time.
Well, yeah, that's for sure, because Pat Sullivan can't even fucking walk and chew gum at the same time.
Lord Diesel. That's DVRs. The Lord Diesel, I know he's doing that too, but carry on. Lord Dick Hall. My mom's basement. Me and YSA like to go down to the gay bar and suck off all the guys. Tell you what, YSA knows where all the gay bars in San Diego are at. The other night he was naming off one by one.
Really? Huh. Sounds like you might frequent them.
He knew all the names. Keys and Roger Bly would be in there, but how would you know names of all the gay bars?
Very interesting. We'll have to ask him.
I know I don't know any.
YSA, are you out there? Can you explain why you know every single name of every single gay bar in San Diego? Is there something you'd like to come out of the closet with?
You can see and everything. You sit on your ass all day and do nothing but harass people. God damn, I feel sorry for you. Just trying to get to the bottom of it. You know, you try to start a show and you're a dick. That's me, Hammer and John Jolly. Around. You know, it's all you do, man. Why don't you take your dick and twist it around your fucking neck, you fucking moron? Oh, I'm just trying to look. Again, if you could do that, you'd probably never go outside with tee up. Shut the fuck up, Jolly. Oh, yeah, kicking some ass. Let me ask you shit like your own. Just trying to... You know what, Breeback? Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of you too, canteen boy. Every time somebody keys up, there's no fucking window licking Breeback trying to show his goddamn control operating 2 cents and stand by, asshole. Oh, you're really upset. Fuck you. I can't stand Breeback. Fucking goody two-sheet camp style boy. Fuck you, Breeback, you little cocksucker. Sick of your shit. Every time I tee up, there's Breeback. He's like a fucking cockroach shot to life. Here he comes. Every time I tee up, there's Jim. Throw his 2 cents in. Stick a dick in your mouth. Well, I'm just trying to look at the fact. Fuck you.
Well, that.
Oh yeah. Thank you. That was some good stuff there. I mean, twins they cut in half and you guys survived. How come you can't be more pleasant? Hey, fuck off, Breeback. How come you can't shut the fuck up? Every time I tee up, there's Breeback. There's a little fucking no bit fucking, stand by, Cam. Methamphetamine at its finest, powered by Pyrex Tommy. I was just trying to get to the bottom of this. I mean, why is it like Christina Host who claims that your wife smells? I mean, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. That's too funny. Wow. Cool DVR. Yeah, I like it. It's great. Yeah. Pussy liquor's not bad. What, you like weak liquor? I'd rather have strong-ass liquor. No pussy liquor for me. Bug-eyes old lady ate his dog.
protein. Remember, she's dating Steve. She's probably not getting enough protein.
That sounds like a good thing. Go play with your legs. Just remember, you gotta clean them up before you go to bed. Wow, that's hard to swallow. That's what she said. Your cock. Wow, that's hard to swallow.
He said cock.
You're off. Ass the fucking hole. I said, syringe dressing on your onion ring. Bow, bow, bow.
Wow. You know, it's great. My old lady played with my jingle balls, and I gave her a white Christmas.
Show me your lollipop.
It's nothing but a stick.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 4:20 p.m. Saturday, February 28th.
All right. This is KU6OG, your bonghead net control operator here, starting the bonghead net on the last day of February, Saturday the 28th. Starting us off with a traditional bong hit of some Venom OG, but before I do that, I should say we have a bonghead net on this frequency, 147.435, every day at 420. Right on. So here we go with the opening bong hit. All right. Nice start off for the day. For the net, not for the day. Anyway, any stations want to check into the bonghead net? Go ahead.
Checking number 4 with the chem dog.
All right on. Good to hear you, MFW, with the chem dog. Right on.
46 checking in.
46 with the Nature's Perfect, the MPP, correct?
That is correct.
Right on. Any other stations?
strawberry dreams?
Right on, Ashley. K6NEC with the strawberry dreams. Those are nice dreams indeed. Check again's being taken at this time. Bong hit. By the way, I'd like to thank two new BHNs, number 112 and 113. The FedEx guys checked in yesterday via the internet check-in system. And that is Pete Dog and Toy Dizzle, the two FedEx guys. Right on.
Number 9 checking in with a big fat fucking asterisk. Thank you, OG.
Right on, UFC. Good to hear you checking in. And we also have KG7PYW checking in with some Dutch Hawaiian OG. Right on. You a little bit hard to understand. Who was that? Yeah, something about narrowband FM. What's your call sign, sir? I didn't get you, but maybe you can check in a little further on down the logbook. No problem when you're in a better location. Right on.
Late check-in, WA6ATI.
Oh, you're right on time, WA6ATI. Checking in. You don't remember your PHN?
My what?
Your Bong hit number.
Oh, no, I don't even, are you assigning those now? I completely forgot.
Oh, yeah, we have a official 147.435 PHN roster, and it's numeric in accordance with check-in, with one exception being little trade there. But you're rewarded with a very, very low PHN number of 29.
Oh, wow. Why, thank you. Gosh, is that a good number? I mean, is that something that we want to strive for, to be better bong hitters?
Well, it just means you're an early supporter of the Bong Hit Net in the early days of August when it officially started. So that's something to be proud of. And you might want to note that we're up to 113 VHN numbers issued.
Oh, outstanding. Okay, good. Well, I ought to go back outside and work on the rotor of the brake for the quad. So I'll be listening for the.
All right. Well, I appreciate the check-in and your presence on the Bong Hit Net. Any other stations checking in?
Bong Hit Net number 14 checking in.
Oh, BZF, good to hear you. Number 14 checking in. Any news for the net today?
We just want to add that we're checking in with an asterisk. No bong hits this time.
Well, no one's going to hold that against you. But we do appreciate the check-in and good to have you aboard.
How does it work now?
How does that work? Station, can you identify? Yeah, I'm not sure. Your conditions are very tough when you're trying to get in there. Maybe you can improve your operating conditions and check in successfully with an ID. Stations that check in with an asterisk denote that they aren't smoking cannabis currently, or it's a non-cannabis check-in, but yet a check-in to the PHN. Number one. Oh, right on. Number one. Good to hear you. 86 CQS. Any news for the net today?
We got the whoops-a-daisy OG.
Are you serious, man? Are you making up these names now? Fell into that one, huh?
Of course not.
Some OG. Right on. What else is going on?
69 checking in with Stacy.
With a what?
Whoops a daisy.
Whoops a daisy. Wow. That must be a real body high, hard to walk, huh?
I say that.
Wow. Last time somebody said, last time a girl said whoops a daisy OG, she ended up pregnant. No, I'm just...
16.
Right on, 16 checking in. What's your strain today, 16?
Yeah, a friend of mine brought over this nasty little sativa. I don't know what yours is, but they're real good.
All right, a nice sativa strain. Unnamed.
There you go. We'll call it Local Express.
Right on. Let's say sativa. It's all good. Well, it's surprising not hearing a WB6 SUS out here checking into the Bong hit net, but yet it sure is a much more coordinated, and we stick to our agendas a lot better that way. But nonetheless, any other check-ins before we go to the strain of the day? Nothing being heard. This is K6OG, your Bong hit net control operator, with the featured part of our net here, the strain of the day. Very looked forward to by a lot of different listeners. And the strain of the day today is biodiesel. And you guessed it, it's a has its roots with sour diesel, of course. They say it's, right on. They say it's the perfect accoutrement for like a night of poker. It usually has two distinct waves. The holy shit, I'm feeling it, followed by a more attentive high in the body stone, which is pretty cool. Not quite as, I don't know, it's more stony than the regular diesel, according to these guys and some of these reviews I've been reading. It has, let's see, it is a multiple Cannabis Cup winner, and it won the biodiesel, won the second and last annual Colorado Medical Marijuana Harvest Cup, which kind of brought it into the limelight. A lot stronger than the regular sour diesel. So if you get a chance to try it, you might want to give it a shot and not write it off. It's supposed to be a pretty stony diesel strain. So There you go. Try the biodiesel, the strain of the day. By the way, these buds are super dense, very, a lot of trichromes. You can see the difference between the biodiesel and the sour diesel. However, it does have that, a little more dark green sugar leaf with a lot of red to orange hair. So, anyway, there you go.
Many years ago, and not had any issues. There's been times when I've cruised through there with my current rig on 35s and not had any issues. And there's times I've cruised through there on my current rig with 35s and had, it's a few spots where I had to work for it. But you know how it goes. Pick the right line, but sometimes even when we pick the right line, things can happen. But, hey, you know what? I still got to stand by what I said. Hey, you didn't get stuck, man. You just had to earn it, a little bit. And that's my mentality. You're not stuck until somebody has to pull you out. That's my belief and always has been. But, nice to know you and the guys had a lot of fun out there, man. Yeah, the Terra Kit transfer case and a DJ or YG or whatever. Yeah, they work well. Maybe not quite as well as the two transfer cases together for the Toyota. But, of course, we're talking apples and oranges here. Back to you, Kelly. KV672.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to do a double transfer case on my 80 Chevy 1-ton. Just something about having your choice of 15 speeds forward or 3 reverse. There's a gear for every occasion. And there's not a whole bunch that can replace that. And I'm sure that some of those gears, if you've got, third gear in double low range is probably the same as first gear in single low range. Some of them are duplicated, but you know what? There's a selection. There's a, you can look at the situation you're up against and say, you know what? I need to only be in one low range. I want to be in about second gear when I hit this. Or no, I want to be in double low range, granny crawl, 1.5 miles an hour, and at that point you can have a foot hovering above the clutch and a foot hovering above the brake, and the thing will just keep going forward, and it'll either spin the tires or you're pushing the clutch. It's all good. It's all fun. I'd love to bump into you and that guy that works out there at the railroad place there. I think his name's Seth. Got a Bronco 2 on steroids.
The time is 2200 hours.
And maybe run the John Bull or Gold Mountain or something, just to get us all together.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is for Kelly, KK6ACH. Dual transfer cases? We don't need no dual transfer cases. We don't need no stinking dual transfer cases.
You don't need no stinking badges until you come up against the wrong bad guy.
Hey, Matt, didn't get your food. I got Kelly a taco, though. Fish taco.
Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't stink. But, no, you know what, man? Gear down. You know, it's a good thing. Now, Kelly, you know, you go ahead and you gear down like that, you know, like there's no tomorrow. And then, you know, just out of curiosity, real quick here, I was going to say something regarding that, but real quick here, do you have a thumb throttle on your shifter?
Don't need it. When I'm in double low, I can be on about a 50-degree incline, and I can have my right foot on the brake pedal and my left foot on the clutch, and let them both go at the same time, and it just crawls away from it.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious because when I had a Toyota, I had a thumb throttle on there for, you know, just for the sake of the fact of operating a manual trans. I don't know, man. I've worked manuals and automatics and full sizes and with V8 power and Toyota and one Toyota and multiple Jeeps and so on and so forth. And I was kind of curious because a lot of the guys I know that run toys, they run a thumb throttle on there. And I kind of like to do it that way because, you know, one less pedal to mess with when you have the other two you might want to mess with to control a situation. So I'm just kind of curious.
Well, with 33s and double transfer case and 488, the final crawl ratio is somewhere real close to 200 to 1.
Yeah, and of course that's impressive. You know, and of course it's good and bad with everything. You know, as an overall, it's most certainly good. Definitely. But yeah, I met one guy one time and he had a bobbed YJ Asian guy out in Johnson Valley. Where is the hammers? Looking for hammers. I am looking for jackhammer. And I'm sitting back talking to this guy, you know, he took a break before he went out there. And he had something called a clune drive. And I looked into that later on after the fact, and seems to work pretty well. And it's the same type of deal, you know, a deeper reduction type thing, you know. But, you know, more like he had what was left of a YJ, you know. Some of these Filipino guys out there, I tell you what, man, there's a group of Filipinos out here in Southern California. They go out wheeling, and I can't remember exactly what their organization is called. I've wheeled with a couple of them. In fact, there's a couple. One of them was on Rebel Chapter 4x4 from one of our runs, Yun, and he ran a Toyota, bobs and everything, all that kind of stuff. Guy wasn't afraid to go out by himself and run hardcore trails, which, you know, of course, you know the theory on that. I don't do it. But tell you what, man, this thing was very well prepared. But Clune Drive, you ever heard of it?
No, I haven't. And I don't want to say I'm surprised, but, you know, I hear about all this stuff. I'm not totally immersed in it, but, you know, I run around with some guys, you know, some of us are Toyota, some of us are Jeep, so you kind of hear about both sides and all that, but the next step with my Toyota will be 4.3 Vortec from a Chevy S10 and automatic trans, and you know that and double transfer case and 488. Yeehaw! One of the guys I wheel with now has a Jeep, and it's automatic. It's got that Terra Low or whatever they call it, the double low range thing in the transfer case, and it will just, you know, being automatic, you can have a foot on the brake and a foot on the gas, and mean, it will just, he can just manipulate that thing. It'll just do anything. It's bad.
I've been telling myself for quite a few years now that's my next upgrade on my rig is a Terra locate in the transfer case. They work very well, extremely well. But look up, when you get a chance, look up the Clune drive, Clune underdrive. It's nice, but once again, it's kind of like you guys with your two transfer cases put together in a way, but a lesser situation as far as the gearing. But you don't have the doubles either. My mentality is with a Jeep. That's just too much. I'd rather just go ahead and do a Terra locate on the transfer case and just be done with it. That solves the entire problem, and you're not adding more components as far as like two transfer cases together, as an example, together to create more situation for more parts that have the ability to break. You know how it goes. Throw more stuff in the mix, and it's one more part that can break. But hey, whatever works, man. That's my mentality. Some of the guys I wheel with, the Suzuki Samurais, are proof in my book that you can build anything, man. You can build anything. If you're a four-wheeler, you want to go four-wheeling? I've got 4 guys in our organization that got Samurais, and they usually shove Toyota axles underneath it. And by the time they're done, man, they usually got a pretty penny involved in it, but the Samurais, they are interesting.
All right. Thanks for checking in, K6OG Bong at Net Control. Return the repeater back to normal use until tomorrow at 4:20.
B6 SUS from K6IRP. SUS from K6IRP. Jimmy?
Bless you, Chris, and what a great AM radio operator.
Jimmy, have the narcotics people left the net yet? Are they done with the frequency yet?
Good grief, I gotta tell you, it's a new era that we live in on AM radio. I mean, can you imagine 20 years ago that they would have a drug net on ham radio?
RPs are real.
I know what you're saying. But times have changed. The laws have changed, and who would have ever believed that cannabis could have a medical purpose? But yeah, I know, Jimmy. It's unbelievable, but God bless OG for running the most popular net on the frequency.
I think it's the only net on the frequency. I don't know if it's the most popular, but I think it's the only one, so it's like default.
Probably right about that, but if Roy Tucker was here, we'd probably have the Antink radio roundup.
Well, what about the popsicle stick net?
And
forgot about that.
Left the Sam's Club and dropped some money down there, and I did it quick. I'm organized. I know what I'm doing.
Ever had any experience building with popsicle sticks?
There, I do it every day.
We could get a net going on that. You're right.
I heard of a guy who broke his wiener, and his wife was a little irritated that he broke his wiener, so he splinted it with a couple of popsicle sticks and went about his business, and she was very pleased.
Exactly.
Fine business on that comment. I, of course, remember the very, very, very early heart transplants were all done, or artificial hearts were done by Dr. Bernard Bakey with an artificial heart constructed mainly of popsicle sticks.
That's right. That is correct. I got to put a check in the bank, and that's all good.
Is it one of your larger checks?
Oh, not really. I mean, good grief. Yeah, but I still got to put it in the bank. I mean, money is money,
Right, and at 0.00005% interest, you don't want to dick around with that.
Yeah, I keep a lot of money in my checking account. I don't know why, but the interest that you get after a year is $50 or $40 or some ridiculous amount.
No, I just take all the interest.
Because it receives 0.0000000000001% interest compounded daily, but it doesn't anymore. It's less than that. So I've, done the smart thing and I've switched it over to my savings account, which compounds at an annual rate of 0.00000000001. So I'm making some dough there.
I take all my interest. I write one check of all the interest at the end of the year. I take it back to the bank, and I go up to the teller and I wad it up and I throw it in her face.
House can buy a house.
Beautiful.
That's $5.7 million. Most people can buy a house. I don't know.
Oh, son of a bitch. I lost money today on stock. Son of a...
Scan boxes on my head. Quick, get the camera. Get the camera. And I will dance like a pathetic retard on the video. And they will send us money for free. Money for free. Just because I'm dancing with a beer can.
Shut up, retard. The adults are talking.
You should totally stop, GDB. RJI, live for free. Free.
GDB's imitations.
I thought it was maybe not quite perfect, but yeah, I actually saw that video. You kind of go, oh my God. I think it was Pat Sullivan too, or some retard.
It was the air conditioning dude. The air conditioning dude had been retired from the air conditioning company, and he moved in with his mom and dad, and he came back down to celebrate one final fling with some of his brethren. Who was that, GDB? We doubled in the beginning. Air conditioning dude, the guy that got zapped on the roof of the building because he was too drunk or too stoned to remember that he was supposed to turn the circuit off before he started servicing the air conditioning unit.
Drunk Brian.
His call like IAC or something like that. Drunk Brian. Oh yeah. I forgot about Drunk Brian. Brian from Brea. Yeah, what a moron. God bless him. He fit in great out here. Drunk. That's who was in the video. Jimmy was asking who else was in the video. That was who was in the video. He brought the box of beer, and they drank the beer together, the 24-pack of beer, and then started videotaping. How do I find this? What do I just punch in YDO's call sign on YouTube? Exactly. KE6 RJI or KE6YDO, and they'll take you to the same videos. They've got like a bunch of videos, so you're going to have to weed through them. None of them make sense, but they all seem to have the centralized theme of, we need money, we need your donations. Yeah. I've seen them before. I mean, it's been a year or two. I saw the video where they used to go to the Del Taco and harass the manager.
It's good. That's going to be a difficult one to find.
Oh, the video with the box, the beer box on their head. Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that. On my DVR, I've got The Deadliest Catch tonight. I'm going to see Tuesday's edition, and I'll also probably run that YDO video. That'll be great. That'll be good, whole good, wholesome family entertainment.
Exactly. You can show your wife and some of the people that you communicate and associate with.
You sit your children in front of, or your children's children in front of, and say, here's the reason why you want to stay away from drugs.
Be careful not to click on the porn videos they made.
Well, roger that. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't like that pornography.
Well, this wouldn't really be pornography, but the problem is you can't unsee it.
But anything close to pornography, I don't go for.
No, it's totally...
That stuff.
It totally shows those genitals and everything, but it's something you can't unsee.
It's not real porn. You won't get hot.
Very good.
Absolutely will not get aroused by watching their version of porn. I still get nightmares
back to pathetic humor. And if you notice, people like Richard Clark that have no other show then take that pathetic humor and run with it because they know they got an audience. You're absolutely right. It says more about us for putting them higher on a pedestal than they actually deserve to be than it does about them for being incapable of, well, I don't know, behaving.
No, about that, the NSUS is very close to these people, the YDO and RJI, and make them think about it. Wonderful group. Damn.
The NSUS has a point there, but I think I agree with the GDB more than really the RJI and the YDO really need help. They're really not, there's not much of receiving value there.
Hey. Hatch. Lady. King. Corona.
How do these fucking people actually do it? And they thrive on it. They're not going to look for work because they know that's a controversial subject, and that gets their audience.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about when you say they were on a radio show and they were putting their videos up. When was that? What was that about?
There's they actually had a radio personality. I'm not sure if he was a blogger or what. It wasn't like KLOS radio personality, but they had a radio personality that would actually call them up on their cell phone and interview them, ask them their opinions about specific subjects, just to hear the ludicrous response. And that made YDO and RJI feel, well, mainly YDO, feel like he was, becoming a celebrity. He had the opportunity probably to carry on that, Pee Wee Herman type celebrity